first time Jaquan and Lydia were on my show, they were explosive exes. Jaquan denied being the father of Lydia's son, and their relationship was so toxic that Jaquan refused to take the DNA test. In fact, if his sister Jaquira didn't step up, Lydia may have never gotten the results she needed. Do you really question whether the little boy's yours, Jaquan?
I mean, I do question it because she does have a past. She did have a history when we hooked up.
Jaquan, why didn't you go get a DNA test before today?
Because the current state that I'm in, I live all the way out in the sticks. I don't have a motor vehicle to transport me everywhere. So it was like, okay, let me ask my sister who has transportation, so I know that I can get to places, if she can do me a favor.
Now, your sister, Jaquira, is joining us, and she's the one who actually supplied the DNA. Jaquira, how do you feel about Lydia and Jaquan's relationship?
Well, Steve, in the beginning, I was kind of skeptical because I'm not gonna lie, my brother has had a lot of girlfriends, and I've had arguments with every single one of them.
Why is that?
I'm the type of sister, even though I'm younger than him, regardless, I'm gonna defend my brother. If it's a guy, I'll fight a guy for my brother.
Oh, God, please, no.
It doesn't matter.
She will.
I argue with everybody about my brother. Whether he's wrong or right, I'll argue with them, but I think...
You're going to support your brother no matter what.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so Jaquira took a DNA test to find out if her brother Jaquan is the father to Lydia's little boy. And the results for that DNA test, Jaquira, you are the aunt to Lydia's 4-month-old son, making Jaquan the father of the little boy.
I told you, Jaquan. I would never lie about something so serious.
And the thing that makes it...
Jaquan,
makes it so
Jaquan, what's your reaction to being a father?
I'm a dad. Let's get this roll going.
I'm happy for her. I'm happy he has answers.
For real. Like let's get this.
I just feel like
step up to the plate now. Like now I can actually put 100% into. Then not.
Lydia, what do you want to say to Jaquan?
Like I just want you to try to be more consistent in his life and try to get used to his schedule and just used to him as a baby. You know, you missed out on so much. You missed out on his crawl, like his first little crawl, his
attitude that we all have. That attitude.
Oh no, I already seen all that.
He has an attitude, you know,
just like us, Steve.
Yeah, he has an attitude, and the little boy just has his own personality that I want you to get to know. He is so
that's
sweet.
A good question. Jaquan, will you miss any more of those first moments with your son?
Hell no. Like I'm about to kick down this door. Let's go. We about to take a ride.
I hope everybody will make the best decisions for the child, because I believe every child needs their mother and their father, and that you'll put the baby first. Even after Lydia proved that Jaquan was the father of her son, I was skeptical if he would step up and be in the child's life. Jaquan, before you came on the show, what was your relationship like with Lydia?
We was just toxic. We couldn't be in the same room. We couldn't even contact each other. We both had each other blocked on all types of social media that you can think of. It was just a hellhole.
Now, when I read the DNA results when you were on the show last, how did you feel?
Oh, I was happy.
You were?
Yeah, I was astounded. It was like.
But knowing, like, and I understand, like, it's like thrilling, I think, for most people when you're told that you're going to be a father, when you find out you're father. But knowing that now you're going to be tied to Lydia basically for the rest of your life, did that bother you?
The beginning, yeah, kind of, but towards the of after the show, I kind of just stopped being a little petty and grew up a little bit. I unblocked her. I figured out, hey, that's my son. Let me see him for a few. Actually, after the show, 2-3 days after, I got to see my son. So it was exciting, thrilled, all that.
Yeah.
After the show, I kind of manned up and put my own foot in my butt. And I got a job. I'm going to college next year. I'm working on getting a car. So I got my own little place, my own apartment, and I see him probably every Saturday on my days off from
Well, that's
work.
good. I mean, so you're involved in his life, and he knows you as dad?
Oh yeah. One day I was at work. I told her, hey, pull up on me at work. She was like, all right, fine. So she did. First thing that he seen, first words came in my mouth was Dada, and he just reached for me. And I'm at work, so I kind of cried a little bit because he didn't. I wasn't always there in his life. I kind of missed the 8 months of him being born. So for him to come out and see me as his father and just say that at work, it kind of touched me.
Yeah. And how is your and Lydia's relationship like now?
It's perfect. I want to say it's perfect. You know, we argue here and there, but we came to agreement of co-parenting. It's not about what I feel against you. It's not what you feel against me. It's what our son needs. So it's all about our son. She doesn't.
And you know, that is really great to hear because, you know, when we do these stories, and you know, we did one last week, and I'm like, there's no way in how this couple are gonna like civilly co-parent. But it's nice to know that, like, okay, hey, this is my son. You know what? Even though we're gonna disagree on some things, I'm gonna be in my son's life. I love being in my son's life, and she now has somebody that she can count on. She can count on you.
Yeah.
That even though you're not together, you're in a good place.
Yeah, we're at a reasonable spot in our son's life and relationship. So it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Do you regret anything at all?
I mean, I kind of regret not being there for like when he first came out the womb and stuff like that. But other than that, for my regret on that, it's just now, okay, you missed out on this. Now you're in his life. Don't miss out on nothing else.
Yeah, and you know what? We all have regrets. But I think if you're in your son's life from now until you leave this planet, that'll be a small regret.
Yeah, he has my smile. He does a little upper lip thing when he talks.
Now you see
I see myself in him.
Yeah.
Like it's just a spitting image.
Now, Lydia made us a tape. Let's watch that now.
Between me and my son's father, we couldn't stay in the same room with each other. We're always bickering, fighting, accusing each other. It became to a physical fight sometimes. And he didn't really help with our son. He was calling him names, calling him ugly. After the results, he kind of stepped up and kind of apologized. And every time we have a problem, we talk it out. He's more talkative now, more respectful towards me. And he really understands how it is that I raised Nathaniel on my own for a good 6 months. I really give him the credit for actually loving our son and actually taking care of our son now and showing our son how it is to have a father figure in his life. Jaquan took my son out to a horse stable. He took our son on hiking trails. He took our son on outdoor nature. I thank Steve for helping us get the results and helping us become a family. If we hadn't came onto the show and Jaquan didn't get the results, I think he wouldn't be here to this day. And I really appreciate him for stepping up and actually taking the results as an adult and really becoming more mature and becoming more of a father figure to our son and teaching our son all the men things that he should be doing instead of his mother, just me by myself. So I appreciate Jaquan just actually helping with our son now.
Lydia, what was on your mind when you were on the show? What was going through your mind?
I wanted all of us to have closure. I wanted everyone to have answers and just everyone to be civil and become together all in one for our child. Our son is such a blessing. I just wanted Jaquan to understand how much our son means to me, and I want him to mean as much to him too.
And did all your wants come true?
Yeah, Jaquan loves our son. Their bond is so strong. Our son gets so excited and he forgets about me in the room when his father's around. It's not about mommy no more, it's about dad. Our son just is so attached to him, and I'm so grateful for the bond that they have.
Do you want to tell your story on the Steve Wilkos Show? Contact the show now at 1-888-STEVE-07. If you could do anything again, what would you do?
Probably come on the show when our son was first born. It would have worked out a little better. He would have been there from the moment that he was born
until now.
Yeah.
It would have been so much easier. He would have had missed out on a lot.
You know, I was just telling Jaquan, you both are, you know, really acting mature and doing what's in the best interest of your son. So, you know, this is the best possible outcome of one of these DNA shows that we do. I'm really proud of Jaquan for stepping up. You know, you're very happy with him being a father now. He's getting the joy of being a father, have his son recognize him as dad. So this is just one of those, the best possible outcomes that we could possibly have for you two and your son. I mean, now, when you look at him, you can see Jaquan totally in him, right?
Yeah, that's twin.
Yeah, it's a little mini-me.
You see that, Dad? You see that, Dad?
Oh, look at him smile when he says your name.
Clap. Say yay, Dad.
How does that make you feel when you see your son?
I can just smile and cry. He's mine.
When he says, when they said that, you see his smile, like it exploded on his face.
That's all that he does. Every time he sees me, he knows it's me. He knows. It's always the
Look
same.
at him.
Look at the smile. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you don't want to miss anything like that anymore. He's waving to you.
Fat boy, what's up with you?
Well, listen, everybody here on my staff are really happy with this update. You know, we would all love for every one of these type of shows to end this way. It's never going to happen, but we're glad that this one ended this way. And hopefully, if people are in your situation, I hope that they'll look at the two of you as role models, how, hey, we can go from a bad place to a good place. We don't need to be together, but we can be really good to each other for the sake of our child.
Yeah, it wasn't easy at first. You know, it took us a good solid month to get into a schedule and to get along. And now that we're all together and we're getting along, we have a schedule going. It's such a beautiful thing that we can all go on family trips and go on to sleep over his house whenever he gets days off. And to see our son happy to wake up in the morning with him is the cutest thing ever. He beats up his dad in the morning.
Well, you're both doing a great job because that's a happy little boy. Well, good luck to both of you. Thanks, Jaquan. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
And I'm really mean this. I'm really proud of both of you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
Somebody's going to watch this and say, you know what? She was brave enough to do that. I can do that too.